Okay, the next category winner is in the culture category, and the winner is, this is going to be a mouthful, isn't it? Liyuan Library by Xiadong Atelier. Hi. Could you sit in this chair, please? So did I get it even remotely right, the pronunciation?
Yeah, Xiadong, that's the name in Chinese, and Liyuan Library.
Okay. Well, congratulations. It's a beautiful project. We
Thank you.
published this on Dezeen a while back.
Oh, yes,
On our website.
Yeah.
Tell us about yourself. Tell us about the office you work in, and tell us about this project.
Okay, first of all, I'm a professor in the Tsinghua University teaching architecture design and the theory and history of architecture. And I'm a part-time architect, and I call myself office as Atelier. I'm the only permanent member of my office. I have my students help me around every now and then. So basically, I'm a one-man's office.
Okay.
Part-time architect.
Yeah, so is that unusual?
It is not. It is sort of unusual because you don't do architecture by yourself. So you have to collaborate with someone. So in my case, the students are part of the team in the terms they actually learn from the process of doing design, and that's part of the reason my projects mostly are small projects, and also most of the project I commission myself, and of course I have sponsorships, and sometimes I have to get the funding myself as well. So that's the unusual part of the doing practice in China.
Tell us about this project then. What is it? Where is it?
Well, this is sponsored by the Hong Kong the Architecture Foundation, and they asked me to do a community work anywhere in China. So I pick up this site because some of my friends living in this village. So I chose this site. I find there's a need for the community to have a public library, public space, to help them to not just spiritually set up kind of a public domain, but also try to help them in financial sense in promoting tourism for this community. And so every project of mine is actually a test. It's also a kind of experimental effort in how we can engage some different issues and how do we address those issues in terms of, let's say in this case, it's very ambitious to try out is a test of how I can test my understanding about technology in different terms. Because normally we understand technology as a separate entity from architecture. So it's detached or attached to architecture after you design the building. And then the technology helps you to modify the interior space. But in my case, I want to understand technology in terms of its concept and the philosophy, and how this philosophy and concept can be integrated with architecture design.
But the building itself, it doesn't look very technological. It looks very
exactly.
opposite.
That's the trick. Actually, it looks very and technologically expressive, but somehow it's because of the design that the cooling system is done in a very natural way, and the warmth in winter is also done in a very, very subtle way. So
tell us how that works then.
You see the entrance from this image actually is keep it very low, and the entrance is very much connected with the water pond in the other side. So you know that the temperature over the surface of the water is very low, right, comparing with the higher level. So the entrance is also at this level. So actually there's a tunnel effect where the cool air can go through. And then it's a double glazed roof on the top, so which is already hot in summer. And the hot air temperature in higher level will somehow try to absorb or suck in the cool air from below. And then I have openings at the human sitting area so that you create this kind of breathing through the human bodies. And now you feel cooler. Actually, the temperature inside is similar with outside into the shadow, but somehow you feel cooler because the breeze. Yeah.
And you mentioned earlier about combining technology and architecture. So what else is advanced technological about this building?
I just mentioned in summer, but in winter it's closed on every side. So the warmth trapped in on the double glazed level on top will keep the space inside warm. So it's basically an understanding of how technology can be part of the knowledge. You can enhance your what I called the third ecology, because I mentioned it during the presentation. The first ecology, as we are still part of nature. And second ecology, we try to separate ourselves from nature. And the third ecology, as I understand, is we try to go back to nature. But with the help of understanding of nature, we try to breathe and cope with nature in a natural way.
It was interesting. I was judging the house category 2 days ago.
Yeah.
And so many of the projects did that exactly. They brought nature into buildings. They used a lot of trees. So they weren't. I was expecting people to be throwing technology all over the place and sort of science fiction type stuff. But actually, it seems to be the opposite is happening.
Exactly.
Very natural materials.
Exactly. Yeah. And it looks very natural. And I try to make this very go back to nature. And this is the issue I will try to address again. Is something. Majority of the material actually comes from nature, and also 99% of the material can be recycled. And this is part of the, I think, the concept we need to promote in the future construction in architecture as well.
And China's a huge and fast developing country. Do you think these ideas of sustainability are taken seriously by architects, the community, the government?
I think it's a very important message which we try to send through this project, that the sustainability is a must thing to do. We need to really reconsider the way we construct and we think about our society. We know China is a country with a population of 1.4 billion, and if we do something right, okay, we are okay. But if we do something wrong, it's the end of the world. I think that's as critical as that. It's not really understatement. Yeah.
Okay, well, that's a very somber and powerful point to end on.
Yeah.
But congratulations on the project
Thank you.
and on winning the category, and good luck for the big prize.